Concerning reports today that Boris Johnson could be prepared to back down and offer concessions to Conservative rebels. What is this all about? We're going to be diving into in this report. As ever, guys, start off by giving this video a big thumbs up, click the bell and subscribe, and share this video. If you enjoy what I'm doing here on the West Monster channel on YouTube, share this video. Now, this comes from, firstly, a Telegraph report. Boris Johnson has signalled a possible compromise with Tory rebels over the UK Internal Market Bill. Now, we covered this on a previous video. 30 Conservative MPs abstained, including the likes of Sajid Javid and Geoffrey Cox, who had actually spoken out against the UK Internal Market Bill as it stands, and 2 Conservative MPs actually voting against it. Of course, Boris Johnson does have a large majority, and the bill passed through easily, even with those abstentions. Now, the Telegraph reporting that the Prime Minister, before that vote, met MPs before the vote on the Internal Market Bill on Monday evening, during which he assured them he would apparently act on their concerns. On Tuesday night, the Tory rebels involved in discussions with Boris Johnson claimed he had privately conceded the decision to admit breaking international law had been a bad one. One quoted telling the Telegraph, "It's early days, but it feels as if we're edging towards a compromise being reached." A senior government source said they were engaging with MPs, but insisted that the official government position on the bill remain unchanged. Should Boris Johnson refuse to compromise, rebels are claiming that up to 20 Conservative MPs who voted with the government on Monday could consider voting for an amendment to the UK Internal Market Bill. Now, there's a second report from the Times also claiming that the PM has been signalled about potential concessions to Tory rebels. Times report that Boris Johnson has signalled to Tory rebels that he's prepared to compromise over the UK Internal Market Bill. Talks with the rebels described as productive. Boris Johnson said to be considering to look at the amendment being put forward by Sir Bob Neill, chair of the Justice Select Committee. This would require the government to go back to Parliament and get approval from MPs before the controversial sections of the UK Internal Market Bill would come into legal force. A UK government spokesman saying, however, that the position has not changed. This is about creating a legal safety net and taking the powers in reserve whereby ministers can act to guarantee the integrity of the UK and protect the peace process. Meanwhile, in the House of Lords, the Advocate General for Scotland, Lord Keane, who was consulted on the government's plans, has actually said that in his view they are lawful. The UK Internal Market Bill, he said, falls within the boundaries of international law, within the boundaries of our treaty obligations, and within the boundaries of the rule of law. In my opinion, he said, the present bill does not in itself constitute a breach of international law or of the rule of law. Let's remember, everyone, Boris Johnson has a majority of 80. Where is the incentive for him to cave in here? I don't see it. It seems that, of course, unfortunately, there is criticism from some quarters, but I know from you guys what you're commenting. You're impressed by the different approach this government has taken compared to Theresa May, having the EU on the back foot, rattling the EU, and actually taking a much more aggressive approach to these negotiations. So I find these reports concerning. I think the whole point of having a big majority is that you use it. Yes, if there are 20 or 30 Conservative MPs who want to sound off and rebel, well, the government can deal with them how they see fit. But the government should not cave in simply because there are Conservative MPs criticising. Do you think Boris Johnson is going to cave in on this? Do you think he's going to give concessions to these rebel MPs? And if so, does this not set down a marker for what is to come, where even with the majority, Boris Johnson having that majority, when rebels sound off and rebel, the government cave in and give in to their demands? Let me know your thoughts, guys, on this situation. As ever, you can rely on West Monster to keep you updated on this story and everything else. If you've enjoyed this report, please, a big thumbs up, please. Click subscribe and the bell so you don't miss the next report. Thanks for watching.